Hey guys, FunnyGuyTimmy here. I just now noticed that I always start with my hands on my hips like a superhero. We're just gonna deal with it. So, this is going to be a test for the most part, because I kind of changed up my system. I had to, and the reason for not having a lot of videos in the past month and a half has been because I've been having a lot of issues from various different things. And we're gonna go down them, just kind of talk about my process because I like filling you guys in. Some of you guys have actually, on previous videos where I've had like trouble or updates or stuff like that, you guys have suggested some really good things or pointed out some really good stuff, and it's helped me out a lot, so I appreciate it and I want to share some more with you guys. So, first thing that I had to change was my lighting system. As you can tell, it's a little bit different. It's brighter and there's like more harsher, stronger shadows on either side. And that's because I had to change my LED lights. I used to have two little, not little, but let me show you. Two of these guys. These are really cheap. You can find these at Walmart. I thought these were nice at first, and these are Bell Howell LED panels. You know, like I have some wax paper on them. It's like the easiest, cheapest diffusion you can get. It's not really good in the sense of, depending on the brand, it'll diffuse differently, so it's not a professional tip. It's just if you wanted an LED panel to not give you that kind of harsh shadowing and you wanted a little bit more of softer, you'd put like some diffusion on it like this. And it was working. It worked out pretty good for me. But these things suck. I've only had them, I don't even think I've had them for a year. Only had them for a little while. And they both basically gave out on me. In a couple of my videos that you can watch, like some of my last videos, talking head videos, the lighting on this side of me would actually start fading, would actually start slowly dimming to the point that you could barely even see it. And that's what was happening to these guys. No matter how fully charged they were, and whether or not they were plugged in, and whether or not, didn't matter what setting they were on, they would start dimming. And it started to happen to just one of them, and then recently the second one started doing the same thing, which surprisingly was the older one, so the newer one was going out first. Anyway, so I said, screw it. I was starting to look online to try to find some LED lights, some LED panels, but I eventually I was like, I already have lights on my wall, for any of you guys who've actually seen it. So, I went into the other room and I got myself some of these guys. I have a whole bunch of these. These are these clamp lights. A whole bunch of these. I love these things. I've used these for like almost every single one of my videos. Not all of them. All the ones in this apartment. For like the past, 5-6 years, I've pretty much been using these kinds of lights out there. I don't normally have them in here just because they're too bright. Also, it's that big. So if I have two of these, I have two of these right now against the wall either side of me, and it was really hard to get them in like the right spot. It's just, I can't get them even, and it's driving me crazy because my screen is not technically in the middle of this wall. It's off to one side, and the webcam is kind of askewed to one side of the screen. So if I have to put them, it's complicated. So anyway, it's driving me crazy, but it's fine. Like, you're not really gonna notice too much. So I have two of these with LED bulbs that are the cooler, like 5000K light, the cooler light, not the warm lighting that's more of a yellow, like this one, like that yellow light you can see right there. Anyway. And then, to diffuse it, I'm not using wax paper. I'm actually using tiny trash bags, tiny bluish trash bags. You can't really see it unless you like fold them over like that. Now you can kind of see how blue it is. And just like 3 of these overlapped like that over the light. And then to hold them on, I have this shower cap. So that's how I have those, because this actually fits relatively well over the bell and just holds everything in and gives it kind of this bloomed out, this kind of a pillowy look to it. So it acts a little bit more like a China ball or a paper lantern kind of effect. But again, it's really bright. So that's what I have right now. That's what I'm working with. And that's an update on that. Now, those are not going to go out. If they do, I'll just change out the bulbs. That's really all it is. But I'm trying to find something a little bit better because now the lighting's just driving me crazy. You don't care. Why am I telling you? Another update is I am no longer using Action to record my talking head videos. I am dying right now. I was running around the house. I'm all sweaty. It's disgusting. I am so sorry. I need to present myself better to you guys. I am on the clock right now. Action. I'm no longer using Action. I'm now basically focusing primarily on OBS. So something weird was happening. After a recent update with Action, all of a sudden it couldn't use my webcam properly. The timing on the webcam and the audio was off. There was some kind of stutter in the video that the video would end up losing some frames. It would have this jump cut kind of thing. And so the audio and the video would slowly but surely get out of sync, and there wasn't really much I could do with it. It wasn't like I could just take it and just move the two over to where they lined up, because the video was actually shorter now. So I don't know what happened, but it was only happening with Action. It wouldn't happen if I was just recording the webcam by itself, and it doesn't seem to be happening when I record with OBS. So I'm using OBS right now, and it may be the primary recording program that I use from now on, which is kind of a bummer because I really wanted to have two programs running, one where I could record the screen and the other one where I could record webcam, because I like how Action and OBS, you can change up the settings. If I just use the typical Logitech webcam program, I don't have a lot of control over how it records. I don't have control over frame rate, audio levels, none of that. So basically what I do is I just pull up Logitech to set the gain and the color, and then I just use OBS to record. But that doesn't mean I'm going to stop. I'm still going to use it. It's fine. I got to learn some settings. I got to learn some stuff with it, which is fine. Another update was I was talking about on Facebook that I was going to be purchasing the Blackmagic Pocket Cinema Camera 4K, which I totally had intention of doing that. And I actually had it pre-ordered on layaway, but I don't know what happened. I don't know what happened. I know a couple friends who had ordered after me on the same website and had gotten theirs before me. I ended up waiting 2 whole months to get it, and I know some people who had gotten it before me, and I constantly emailing them, constantly asking them, hey, what's up? I know this person, they got theirs before me. I ordered this date, and I send them the receipt, and all they could tell me is we don't have any control over when the shipment or the new product comes in and all this kind of stuff. And I'm like, well, what does that have to do with someone getting theirs before me? So I eventually canceled my order, and basically the only thing I'm working with is my phone and this webcam. So that's basically it. I may still try to purchase one later down the line because I need a camera again. I need a good camera. But I am dying. I am dying right now. It's good. It's good to sweat. It's good to sweat sometimes. And final update, talking about Patreon. I've done a lot with it. I think I only have one person on there right now. I used to have 2, and the other person, they eventually left. They eventually just moved on. I think a lot of it was because I wasn't doing as many microphone reviews as I used to. Or was it just because companies don't send me that many anymore? Probably because it's around the holidays when a new product comes in, then maybe. Also, there was some really shitty stuff that people wanted me to review that had nothing to do with this channel, and I just told them, no, I'm not gonna do it. Whew. Oh. Sorry, I had to towel myself off for a second. It is November in Texas. and it's at like 8 o'clock at night, and it's almost 90 degrees outside. Why? So as far as the Patreon page goes, a lot of YouTube channels, when they have Patreon, it's basically their only way that people will get more content. That's not the case here. Some people were asking, are you only doing videos when you make a certain amount of money? Not really. I just have a Patreon for those who wanted to contribute more to this channel. There it is. It exists. There is extra content on the Patreon page. A lot of the times when I do a behind-the-scenes voiceover video, I will record a longer one, or I'll record the whole thing, but I'll also record me editing it. And what I post on YouTube is just a shortened version of the recording, but on Patreon I'll post basically an hour to 2 hour video, unedited, uncut, the entire process from me getting into the booth, recording everything, looking at the script, how I edit it sometimes, edit the scripts. Sometimes I have to move stuff around to make it easier for me to read, and then the recording of the editing of the audio, and I record that as well. So that stuff's on there. There's a lot of projects also on there that I've been working on for a little while that I don't post here, but I may post something about one of them. I'm doing a fan dub. I'm doing a project that it's probably okay for me to share at some point in time, because it's not, I don't have it copywritten, so it's not like someone can steal it from me. It's already out there. But it's a fan dub project. I wanted to show people that I could do more or less feature-length dub projects and could tackle a project of this size and add it to my portfolio, just to show people as an example. Because people are asking me to do more like voiceover studio work, where I actually hire other voice actors and do larger projects like that. So having a hour-long fan dub film kind of thing would show people that I could hire, edit, write, all this kind of stuff, match the timing, and stuff like that. So that's going to be out, and I'll probably show a small snippet of that project, because I'm almost done with the editing and the writing, and then literally all it comes down to is music, sound effects, and voice. And then I'll have a longer version that'll show the full edited project, and I'll show the workflow or the workspace. Well, all the edits that I've made. I'll show all the edits that I've made, and I'll show how I did the writing process. And I'll have a full video of that also posted, but that'll be on Patreon. So on here, I'll only be posting the short version. That's kind of a snippet or kind of a trailer of the project. Shows you the project, but it doesn't give you all of the behind the scenes, all the stuff that I've done to it to make it fun. It's not just a fan dub. I'm actually changing up the script, and I'm actually changing up the project to make it a little bit more original. I didn't want to just take the translation from the original. It's in Japanese, I think. The original Japanese, and then just redub it. I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do something a little bit more unique, a little bit more creative. So that's what I'm doing. There's a few of my friends that actually know what the project is and are aware of it. If you're already on Facebook, I think a couple months ago, I actually had a contest, and I have one frame in one of my videos. I don't know which one anymore, where there's one frame, and it's actually a still of that project that's in the video. And the contest was, if you can find that one frame and take a screenshot and send it to me, you win a t-shirt and a microphone, but nobody participated. So, yeah, that was a thing. So I'm going to hurry up and wrap this up because I am sweating and dying in here. Again, it is November, Texas. Texas in November. Sweating my balls off. So, thank you guys for watching. Don't forget to leave a comment down below. Rate this video if you liked it or didn't like it. I mean, that's what rating is. Subscribe if you're new. Ask me any questions down below. You can also email me if you need any help with voiceover, with your studio, with your microphones. More than happy to answer those questions down below. I also offer coaching You can contact me for more information through the same email, which is in the description. And until next time, peace!